Hey guys, I just wanted to make a brief video explaining some things that I think a lot of people miss, especially when they want to try to fit free will into the scriptures. As a matter of fact, I'm in communication with some folks on this app, and there's been a response to try to get me to understand and believe that we have some sort of free will and can choose salvation in and of ourselves. And I simply disagree with that, lovingly, of course, because this person told me, really, John 1, 6 through 13 tells us that we have free will. But I want to point out a section of scripture in John 1, verses 6 through 13, and I want to look at verses 12 and 13. It says, "But to all who did receive him, he gave them the right to be children of God, to those who believe in his name, who were born not of natural descent, or of the will of the flesh, or of the will of man, but of God." That text, either this person didn't read, study, or understand, because it tells us that salvation, being born again, is not of ourselves. It's not of our own will. It's not of our own volition. It's not of our own free will. It is only by God. And as a matter of fact, while we're still here, just let me go ahead and flip on over to the book of Ephesians. And this is a text that you all are probably familiar with. But in verse 8, it kind of, again, we can go all over the Bible for this. We can even go back to Genesis 15 and look at the covenant God made with Abraham to be the father, or the covenant he made with him as Abraham was asleep. God went through the animal carcasses, because the covenant to bring people to salvation is of God and not of man at all. But Ephesians chapter 2 verse 8 says this, "For you are saved by grace through faith." We love that, right? But what about this part? "And this is not from yourselves," not from your own free will, not from your own volition, not from your own thoughts, not from your own choice that you made. This is not from yourselves. This salvation that you have by grace through faith is not from you. It's not from me, but it is God's gift. He has given it, not from works, so that no one can boast. You see, this salvation is not from us. It's from God, from beginning to end. Our will is never free. Romans chapter 6 and 7, I believe, teach us that our will is either enslaved to sin or righteousness. It's never free to choose whether we're going to be saved or not. And those are just two passages of scripture that I wanted to point out. And I know that we could go back and forth in the comments, but I believe that the scripture